Welcome to Legacy Trails with your host, Stan Potts and Terry Horton.
Even before I was able to hunt, he would take me hunting, duck hunting or deer hunting.
My mom was a hunter, my grandmother was a hunter, and they started me hunting when I was just a little girl.
It's about passing it along. It's what my granddad and my dad did for me. They passed the outdoor legacy on to me when I was a little boy.
Come along with us as we show you our family's love of God's great outdoors on Legacy Trails. This week's show is brought to you by Chevy Silverado, the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Heavy metal, because I didn't come this far to miss. Mission Archery, bows and crossbows that outperform their price. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Drop Tine product, quality mineral and seed blends with free shipping. ScentLock, proven deadly. Grace Camo and Lace, it's a way of life. And by booksbypots.com.
Folks, welcome to Legacy Trails TV this week. We're glad you're here. We have got some whitetail action this week. My granddaughter Peyton, my son Tim's daughter, is chasing her biggest whitetail ever, Terry.
Hey, we get to introduce your son Tim to our Legacy Trail fans. He's filming himself in Illinois on a whitetail hunt.
Absolutely, and he's chasing a big one. You don't want to miss it.
Let's shoot this gun.
Stan Potts' son Tim has lived in central Illinois all his life. He has 3 kids, Peyton, Tristan, and Zach, all of whom love to hunt and fish as much as their father and grandfather. Tim and his wife Jessica own and operate Aquasoft Water Conditioning in Clinton, Illinois. Tim started hunting rabbits and squirrels at the age of 6 and took his first deer, an 8-point buck, at the age of 12. Since then, he's killed several nice bucks and started filming his own hunts and those of his kids. Tim and some of his hunting buddies started a DVD series called Capture the Passion. Charles Dickens once said, "There is a passion for hunting, something deeply implanted in the human breast." That simple yet powerful quote is applicable to all 6 members of Capture the Passion. Formed in the spring of 2011, Capture the Passion consists of 6 friends from central Illinois who share a common passion for what the great outdoors has to offer. We share their passion here at Legacy Trails. Tim says his father was the first one to take him hunting, so he owes his passion for the outdoors to him.
This is Tuesday, 2 days after the last day of the first gun season. And I imagine the bucks are pretty scarce right now, but you never know. I'm hunting a great piece of property. It's small, it's only 5 acres, but it's mine and my wife's. We bought it about a year ago. I know there's some big bucks in here, so my spirits are high. We'll see what happens. Stick with us.
Tim is in central Illinois hunting his own small property and trying to tag a monster whitetail. He's filming himself, and the action begins when a big doe suddenly heads his way.
I just looked across the CRP field and I saw a doe jumping around out there, running around out in that CRP, and there's a big buck with her, big 10-pointer. Hopefully they'll come this way. You never know.
A buck is hot on her trail, but does something unexpected.
Yes! I just smoked a big giant 10-pointer. Unbelievable! This is unreal, folks. I was sitting in my stand. I looked clear across the CRP field, and I seen a doe over there jumping around. I looked, and there was a big buck behind her, and sure enough, she turned. She come all the way across the CRP field. Well, I got on her, and I got on that buck a little bit. Well, then she went behind the tree right here, so I had to spin the camera around, try to get on her, and then she spooked a little bit, so I just turned, I looked, and I'd seen the buck right there, so I went ahead and shot him. The shot's not on film, but I got him going down after he took off running. He goes down, and you seen his rack laying down there. He's laying right down there. I smoked him at 20 yards. I'm gonna get all my stuff, get down out of this tree, and I'm gonna go get my hands on him, so stay with me, folks. Yeah! There he is, folks. He's actually, I thought he was a Big 10. He's a 6x5, an 11-pointer, and he's broke both brow tines. I don't care, who cares? I wish I'd have got the shot on film for you, but I didn't, but that's how it goes. Sometimes, you know, when you're filming yourself, it's not easy, it's really not. You know, I want to give kudos to all those guys out there that do it. Matthews Solo Cam Pros for dominant bucks. They do it, and it's an unbelievable thing when you can get it done by yourself. I got part of it done. I got him coming in, and I got him going down, but I missed the part in the middle, but that's all right.
You're watching Legacy Trails. We'll be right back.
When you start strong, 2014 North American Truck of the Year strong, you keep going. Introducing the new Chevy Silverado Heavy Duty with an available 765 pound-feet of torque, best-in-class conventional towing, and over 100 billion miles of real-world Duramax and Allison experience on the road. Strong just got stronger. Chevrolet, find new roads.
You're watching Legacy Trails, and now it's time for Along the Way with Stan Potts. Is sponsored by ScentLock, proven deadly.
In this week's segment, folks, I want to talk to you a little bit about my favorite hunt of all time, and I have this question in my seminars all the time, and my favorite hunt, Tim, and it's probably one of your favorite also, is our Ohio buck right here over my shoulder. It's a 200 class deer, and the reason it will always be my favorite is because Tim and I was hunting together, and Tim was filming. And we got on the buck in late October, saw him 2 days, right?
Yep, 2 days.
2 days in a row, and did not get him killed, so we had to come back 2 months later for the muzzleloader season. Went back, got in the same tree late season, the first afternoon. He came in, and it was in the same little field.
It was.
Where we seen him before.
We saw him clear way out across 2 fields, and fate, he just turned and came right to us.
He did, and he come right in there, and it was a moment I'll never forget. We had talked about it for 2 months, planning to come back, and when it all come together and you share it with your son, by far the best hunt ever.
It was my best hunt ever too. I was pretty nervous that day though. Just making sure everything went down good.
You know, that's what it's all about right there.
Well, I got it done in Illinois with my bow, filming myself. That's the first time I've ever got it done filming myself. I've tried a lot of times, but it's never happened. But as you saw, it just happened, and it was awesome. And what we got coming up next is my daughter Peyton, and when you put a gun in her hand, a big buck usually hits the ground. So you've got to see this. It is off the charts good. It's her biggest buck ever.
Tim's daughter Peyton is hunting the Illinois gun season.
Hey folks, it's the second day of the Illinois gun season. I'm here with me, my brother, and my dad, and we're sitting out here in front of a pasture, and we're gonna sit here and hope for a big buck, so stick with us, folks.
With her dad behind the camera, the action starts fast when a big buck unexpectedly steps into the field.
Hey, there's a big buck that just came out here in the field. He's huge. Because I just smoked me a giant, big hog. I think he was an 8-pointer.
Hey, he's a big one, baby. He's a big one, Tristan. He's a big one.
Did I get him?
I think.
He was huge, and he wasn't out here for probably 5 seconds, and I just smoked him.
Hey folks, it's the second day of the Illinois gun season, and I got me, my dad, and my brother here with me, and I just couldn't be happier because this is a big old hog 10-pointer, and guess what? Before we came in, we parked and we saw this antler, and we're pretty sure that it's the same antler to this deer.
Peyton knows how to get the job done. Now let's see if her grandma, Brenda, has the same luck. She is hunting in western Illinois during the gun season. Stan is tagged out, so his cameraman, Barry Greenhaw, is filming. They're set up in a ground blind on private property with a decoy, hoping to draw a shooter buck in range.
Well, it's the first firearm season here in Illinois. We're hunting in Morgan County. Stanley killed a great buck this morning. I didn't hunt because I messed up my back. But my little buddy Adrienne Armstrong was hunting down in southern Illinois, and she was hunting with a broken foot, so got me motivated to get out here. So we've got a great spot. We're hunting on some private property, and this section right here is kind of a little bowl where nobody can see what's down in here from anywhere else. And that's why we've got a decoy out here, because you got to be careful when you're hunting with a decoy during gun season. But I think we're going to be in good shape right where we are. Stanley put it out at about 80 yards, so hopefully if a buck comes out, it'll take his attention for a few minutes and give us time to get a shot. Well, it's a good thing I'm buck hunting, because you'd be in trouble, little lady.
A doe and fawn make their way across the field, but no buck follows. The next morning, she returns to the same blind, and suddenly, a giant whitetail unexpectedly appears.
There's a buck right there. It is a big buck.
It's that big. Hang on. It's that big buck. Can you just get on him? See if you can get on him. He's coming out. He's coming out. He may be chasing something.
I think he's chasing something.
Just watch. That's that big buck.
Yeah, he's big. Well, we've waited 3 more hours and that buck has not shown up again, so I think he's gone for good. So hopefully some of the other team members are having better luck than me, but I'm ready to pack it up and head back in, come up with a different game plan for the second half of the season.
Everything happened too fast, and the big buck didn't give Brenda a good shot. Hopefully she'll get another chance at him next year.
Okay, we're out of here.
A little later in the season, Brenda takes her granddaughter, Allison Ruger, to the Armstrong farm in southern Illinois for her first ever deer hunt. Will she be ready for the unexpected? Let's find out.
Well, this is the last afternoon of my hunt. We were out here yesterday, saw a couple deer, but we didn't get the chance to shoot anything. It was snowing really hard. It's a lot colder today. I'd say it's about 11 degrees. So hopefully that'll get the deer moving early. There's a deer she's about 100 yards. She's walking through the hole, right? Yes. Okay. You want her? Yes. I'm gonna take her. I don't know if I got her or not.
Allison missed the deer, and you can see her shot kick up snow. It's a clean miss.
Here she comes back this way.
Sometimes hunts don't always go as planned. Allison will be back next year, and next time she'll be ready for the unexpected. You're watching Legacy Trails. We'll be right back.
12 years ago, Heavy Shot unleveled the playing field. We think it's time to unlevel the playing field again. Heavy Shot proudly brings you Speedball. Designed with the Speedball pellet accelerator, Speedball's layered construction keeps high energy Heavy Shot pellets flying slightly ahead of the MV2 pellets. Speedball, unlevel the playing field.
You're watching Legacy Trails. It's time for Know Your Game with Allie and Adriana Armstrong.
I'm trying to come up with some questions about the new Chevy Silverado truck to put on our Facebook page for a contest, but I'm not sure if the people know the answers to the questions and be able to enter the contest. I think I'll go test some of them out on Adriana. Adriana, I need some help with these trivia questions for our Facebook page. Do you think you could help me out and see if they're too hard?
What do you have so far?
Well, how about this one? Why do Chevy trucks have the quietest cabins of any full-size pickups?
Oh, that's an easy one. It's because of the inlaid triple sealed doors with a more aerodynamic windshield angle and a tuned exhaust system. And some Silverado models even come with an active noise cancellation system.
Well, that's right. How did she know that? Maybe this one's a little harder. How does Chevy Silverado exceed towing standards?
Really? Everybody knows that. A boxed frame, a larger axle, and an available max trailering package. These allow Silverado to have a class-leading trailering capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. And with technology like Hill Start Assist, an available automatic locking rear differential, and StabiliTrak, you can tow even more confidently.
Well, yes, that is correct. You sure do know a lot about Chevy trucks, but I bet you don't know what feature allows you to stay connected and entertained no matter where the road takes you.
Oh, please, that's the easiest one yet.
No, do not say the answer. I won't have any trivia questions left for the Facebook contest. Go to our Facebook page and answer the trivia questions for a chance to win some great prizes. And I promise, Adriana is not allowed to enter the contest. Hey, what are you doing?
You told me not to say the answer, but you didn't tell me not to write the answer to the last question.
You're watching Legacy Trails. Kids Gone Hunting with Buck Horton is presented by Chevrolet Silverado, the 2014 North American Truck of the Year.
Well, folks, you've already seen Peyton get her a nice buck. Now, her little brother Tristan is up to the plate. Now, let's see if he can get him a nice deer.
My name's Tristan, and it's the second day of the gun season, and we're at our lease in Illinois. Wish us luck. Here comes some toes. Yeah. Yeah. I can. Yeah. Yeah. I am. Are you ready? I just shot my doe. She came over. She came from over there. We couldn't really see her. And she walked out with this other doe. And she might have been the same one from last night. And she walked out and I just got bird shot.
My name's Tristan Potts, and I got this big old doe on the Illinois gun season. Thanks for watching.
We'll be right back.
This is my life. The weekend warrior. No more production lines or deadlines. This is why I work 5 days a week. I need speed, power, precision. I expect no less than the best. This is my best. This is my chance. This is my mission.
Simple, efficient, powerful. Mission by Matthews.
Welcome back to Legacy Trails. Keepers of the Flame with Terry Horton is brought to you by Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras.
At Legacy Trails, we treasure those gifts and traditions handed down through the generations. Each week, we like to take a moment to pay tribute to those whose hard work keeps our outdoor heritage alive. Whether it's an organization or a specific individual, from the past or the present, each one has made a difference. We call them Keepers of the Flame.
The Southeastern Illinois Prescribed Burn Association is a partnership between landowners, government agencies, conservation groups, and other interested individuals and organizations that are coming together with the common goal of expanding the use of prescribed burning in the region. The association covers the Saline River watershed and the eastern portion of the Shawnee Hills. This includes nearly all of Pope, Hardin, Saline, and Gallatin counties, along with portions of the surrounding counties. The association was designed to break down or reduce the barriers that often prevent landowners from utilizing prescribed fire as a management tool. Prescribed burning is a key land management tool that's used to maintain prairie, oak hickory forest, old fields, barrens, and other desirable vegetative communities. It provides an effective means to improve habitat for wild turkey, quail, deer, and many other wildlife species. Thousands of acres of habitat have been positively impacted through habitat improvements, public awareness, education, and land management policies and programs. That's why we call them Keepers of the Flame.
That pattern is dead center. Thanks for tuning in to Legacy Trails this week. My son Tim, Peyton, great whitetail action. But remember, right back here next week. See you then.
Hey, we're looking for some exciting things from Tim and his family. Y'all stay with us next week. Thanks for watching and God bless.
Next week's preview presented by Ground Dogger Hunting Solutions.
It's my first buck with a bow and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, I can barely talk.
Closed captioning provided by Bow Addicts. Feed the addiction. This week's show is brought to you by Chevy Silverado, the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Heavy Metal, because I didn't come this far to miss. Mission Archery, bows and crossbows that outperform their price. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Drop Time Product, quality mineral and seed blends with free shipping. ScentLock, proven deadly. Grace Camo and Lace, it's a way of life. And by booksbypots.com. Promotional consideration was provided by these fine sponsors.
He broke both brow tines. I don't care, who cares? I wish I'd have got the shot on film for you, but I didn't, but that's how it goes. Sometimes, you know, when you're filming yourself, it's not easy, it's really not.
Hey folks, it's the second day of the Illinois gun season and I got me, my dad, and my brother here with me, and I just couldn't be happier because this is a big old hog 10-pointer, and guess what? Before we came in, we parked and we saw this antler, and we're pretty sure that it's the same antler to this deer.